Good morning. Welcome to Tiempo. My name is Miguel Perez.
And I'm Anna Carbonell, and we have a great show for you today.
That's right. I am going to be talking to Frank Grillo.
Frank Grillo?
Nobody recognizes him by that name.
Machito.
That's right. 74-year-old band leader who, after a 54-year career, has now finally won the Grammy for Latin music. We're delighted to have him on our show. Who are you going to be talking to?
Well, if you're interested in family planning and parenthood, well, we believe that we have some individuals who are going to shed some light about this program for you, and they'll be with us today.
And we're also going to be talking to some corrections officers who have a recruiting program for Hispanics, and they'll be here to tell us about the possibilities of employment in the City Corrections Department. So stay tuned, spend more tiempo with us. We'll be right back.
Right, don't touch that dial. Come back and smile.
His name is Frank Grillo, but a lot of people know him as Macho. Others call him Machito. Others call him the godfather, the father, the grandfather of Latin music. Actually, he's all of the above. He is a 74-year-old band leader who has finally won the Grammy Award after all this effort, 54-year career. And now, today, we're going to see him in a totally different environment than we're used to seeing him, at the Scout Center on the Upper West Side, where he serves as a counselor and a role model for the young and the old. Machito, a few weeks before the Grammy, before you won the Grammy, I interviewed you for the Daily News, and you told me you didn't think you had a chance. What happened?
Well, one of those things. I have a lot of passion, and I know how to control my emotions. I was so frustrated, and I was very positive that I have a chance, because the album was made well balanced. So with the touch of American jazz and the salsa and the ballad or whatever, there was well balanced. So whoever there was to decide for whom to vote, I think, well, I have an outside chance.
But you had tough competition.
Very.
Who were they?
Julio Iglesias, one of the top sellers in the whole world. Jose Feliciano, a big star, a tremendous artist. Willie Colon.
What kind of reception do you get now after winning the Grammy when you go out to the clubs?
It's similar to a reincarnation. The young generation that wasn't acquainted with my orchestra, let's say, now with this recognition, they start to think, what? How come Machito in the same competition with Ray Barreto and Willie Colon and Joe Iglesias and Jose Iglesias and Joe Feliciano? Wait, it must be good. Let me go and listen.
Let me check him out.
Let me check him out.
Let's go back a few years, because, I mean, all these young people who are learning from you are learning because there is a career of more than 50 years here. And it goes all the way back to Cuba, to where in Cuba? You started as a musician in Havana?
In Havana, with Barroso, el Sexteto Nacional, Sexteto Agabama, Maria Teresa.
This is when, in the 40s, in the early 40s?
No, in the 30s.
In the 30s?
You know, I'm an old man, you know.
No, I don't think so. You don't look it.
Well, mentally, I'm very,
That's right.
I'm very good.
That's right. I can attest to that. How did you finally get into the music business here in New York?
Well, already I was mingling with music. As a matter of fact, I had a lot of training, going to Savoy Ballroom and listen to Fletcher Henderson, Duke Ellington, Count Basie, you name it.
Your brother-in-law was already playing with these people?
Oh, yes, with Chiquep. He was a musical director with Chiquep. We're 19 years old.
And that's when you came?
Yes.
You were 19?
He was 19, I know I was 29.
And so you started, when did you finally get into the music business industry here in New York?
Well, I was singing with Quarteto Caney, was very popular, with Xavier Cugat. I made a lot of programs with the cigarettes or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I made a lot of recording with him. And from there, come to my mind that I should organize a band. So when I get into the record company to say, the fellow that I have a band, I say, Machito, are you crazy? You want me to lose my job? And I say, no, I have a good band. if you want me, I'll give you an audition. I said, no, you don't need an audition. I've been using you for quite a while, but it's a different thing that you sing with somebody with name and then you organize a band.
Tell us about when you organized the Afro-Cubans, Machito and the Afro-Cubans.
That was about 1939. That name comes from a club, Cuba, that was organized in Lexington Avenue by two Cubans that used to own the old La Conga, the first La Conga that was inaugurated in 1938.
The club.
And there was a success. So they don't want me to have a civil name or no name that they're being used. So we're going to give you a new title, Machito and his Afro-Cubans. Because actually the way they used to call me was Macho. But on
That's
those
right.
days,
Where does the name Macho comes from? I mean, your name is Frank Grillo. We should get that established here.
All right. My mother had the luxury to have three hembras. Before I was born, she had 2 girls. And when I was born, that was a happy occasion.
So here's the Macho.
We had a Macho in the house. But in those days, the word Macho, there was too harsh.
Yes.
So this fellow, in order to minimize my problem with the machos,
the machos who would feel offended, huh?
Yeah, they call me Machito.
Okay. You can get away with Machito.
Oh, definitely.
We know that you're not just a musician, you're also a counselor here at the Scout Center on the Upper West Side, where I'm interviewing you now. What kind of work do you do here? This is a senior citizen center.
Well, I tell you, it's so broad. I have a director, Felix Rosario, that he's a tremendous organizer, and I'm his supervisor. So he makes me the life very easy because he's a good organizer.
Tell us a little bit about what goes on here at the center.
Everything. The first thing, after they eat in those centers, they come here and play bingo, domino, and socialize.
I have to come here. I love dominoes.
You like domino?
Yes.
Okay. You
and I can play as partners.
Okay. And Felix Rosario, he played good domino.
Really?
Too. And now we're going to have a table of billiard. He was a good billiard player. So it's another thing. Practically every week, we spread out here for the people in need. 1,000 pounds of, let's say, bread, cookies, candy, pitas, a million things that I think is whoever is involved. Our acquisition, and Felix Rosario always calling over the phone. Please send me something for the old one. We need you.
So people donate things here?
Yes, we had a donation from different sources, bread, candy.
The community, people in the community donate?
The community too. Yeah, we had a lot of donations here.
I understand you also work with young people here. Project Return, can you tell us a little bit about that? Well,
we have, I think it's a unique idea coming from Project Return to those people that are in rehabilitation, because basically we are funded by a rehabilitation drug program, Project Return. So when those people are in better condition mentally and physically, we brought here to be
to mingle with the
old ones, and it's a good therapy.
Thank you very much. Para mí ha sido un placer. It's been a pleasure. As always, I am a fan of yours, and I will always be one. And what can I say? Machito is the greatest.
Thank you.
Anna?
Concerned about parenthood? Stay tuned.